What's up, guys? So I'm sure a lot of you are aware that a whole lot of the music creator space on the internet is dedicated to endless discussions about what the best music gear is, what's the latest stuff, etc. But today I want to talk to you guys about non-gear related things that I have in my inventory that help me on my creation journey. Item number one, a pair of blue light blocking glasses. Our lives are just so intertwined with the use of screens nowadays, there's just no way around it. Every screen that you come in contact with emits blue light, which may cause migraines and light sensitivity and eye strain throughout long, repetitive exposure to screens over time. And blue light blockers are a perfect antidote to that. The second thing on my list is a pair of protective earplugs. As musicians, our ears are our biggest assets, so it's important to protect them whenever we can. For a couple months now, I've been carrying these guys the way I would carry my wallet, keys, and cell phone. Essentially, I want to be able to protect my ears whenever I'm exposed to loud noises for a long period of time, whether it's at the drop of a dime or I know deliberately I'm going into a loud environment and these are going to be necessary. Just remember, if we can hear better, we can do our jobs better. The third thing on my list is duplicate USB drives. I think I speak for everyone who's pursuing this at a serious level or just anyone who cares about not losing their work. You need a baseline minimum of 2 copies of your projects. If your work only exists on one drive and something happens to the file or the drive itself, you're dead in the water. You don't have your work anymore. I believe it was the Navy SEALs who said this, and check me on it. 2 is 1, 1 is none. And I think it's imperative to make sure that your files are treated in the same regard. You know, if it doesn't exist on 2 drives, it doesn't exist at all. The fourth thing on my list is a dedicated email address for my music career. I'm a firm believer in organization and compartmentalization, and your communications shouldn't be an exception if you ask me. It'd be kind of silly in my book, you know, if your Foot Locker promo code with your Home Depot order confirmation is going to be possibly getting mixed up with communications with a mixing engineer or a possible client, or any important thing that has to do with your music career that's going to get possibly lost among frivolous communication that's out of your personal life. Dedicated email addresses are overlooked in my opinion. Like myself, for example, I have a personal one, a professional one as in everything that I do for RAF Instinct, a professional one as in everything that I do for job applications and 9-to-5s, and one that's dedicated for anything school related. I made one dedicated for school when I was in college. And you know, back to compartmentalization, it allows you to keep communications clean and you know more or less who you're addressing at any given moment with absolutely no confusion. People from school aren't going to be hitting me up about work. People from music are not going to be hitting me up on my personal line, etc., etc. And it just helps to keep things clean. The fifth thing on my list would be a scented candle. I think working in a place where you can't have open doors or open windows so you can control noise, it's essential to be breathing better air or different air than what you've been recycling for the past, I don't know, 2 to 12 hours, however long your studio session is. And having a scented candle actually makes being in the room for elongated periods of time a lot more pleasurable. The sixth thing on my list is a file sharing service for larger transfers. Because the file attachment threshold is not too high on regular emails, you need to have access to a platform that will allow you to transfer large size files to whoever you're needing to get files to. It doesn't matter if it's audio files, photo, video, etc. You know, you're going to be transferring stuff over to a fellow collaborator, a producer, an engineer, an A&R, you name it. And you need to be able to get these files over effortlessly and efficiently. And these file sharing sites are fantastic for that. I personally use WeTransfer, but there's also Dropbox, Google Drive, you name it. You just need to find a platform that works well for you. All right, you guys. Well, those are my 6 things that are non-gear related that help me be more productive in my music creation journey. If you guys have a list of your own that you want to share, please drop them in the comments and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.